So today, this conversation with Chris is going to be like a fireside chat. It's going to center on resiliency and recovery through discussion of some cyber basics, but we're actually going to take that thread all the way through the conversations that we're hearing in boardrooms and concerns being raised today.
Why are we where we are with ransomware? And I've always thought that it's basically it boils down to three elements. First is that we're still far too vulnerable. Our defenses are not where they need to be from a private sector, from an organizational critical infrastructure perspective. The second is that the economics of ransomware are still heavily in favor of the ransomware actors. The third piece is the fact that there are still safe harbor countries out there that the ransomware operators can move from freely. Ransomware is going to get worse before it gets better. Of that, I'm fairly certain. You should have a tailored ransomware plan, and you should be able to work through it. And you should also be having conversations with your board of directors. And you should be asking the board to commit to supporting whatever your decision is on ransomware so that you can go ahead and execute.
It's not just the IT staff and the CISOs and a few government agencies. It is the chief risk officers. It's the CEO. It's our business community that now has to really pay attention to this as an issue.
And when you think about who's getting hit and why, it's unfortunately because the basics are still lacking in many places. And that's to say that the basics are also still really hard to do. So we need to continue to up-level our conversations about cybersecurity, but also provide easier tools, not just to do the basics right, but also to recover from events so we don't continue this proliferation of ransomware actors. And every organization needs to be thinking not just about today, but what they're going to be doing 2 years from now, 3, 4, 5 years. Just one last piece. You were talking about today and then tomorrow. That was the entire mantra at CISA. Defend today, secure tomorrow. You have to have those two mindsets of how you cover down on risk today, as well as make your job and lives easier down the road.
Thank you, sir. Perfect closing. Appreciate it.